Welcome to episode 45 of Blue-Lusional. It's been a week.
Back.
It's been a fucking week.
Draining.
But let's just get right into it because we filmed the day before the Super Bowl so that we could watch the halftime show. So hence why we're going all the way back to Sunday for the news. Bad Bunny halftime show. Absolutely amazing. And
Wago.
before we go, it was really, really good.
It was fire.
Record so that we could watch it. It was really good. Loved the vibes. It was everything that I thought it would be, and I feel like most people thought it would be very unifying, and people have claimed a lot of Republican values in there for Republicans who refuse to watch it.
Yeah, I thought you guys weren't watching it.
A lot of small business, love where you come from, proud of where you come from, hoorah, eagle screech, except they weren't eagle screeches, but you get what I mean. Yeah. But apparently, no, everybody else was too busy watching the Turning Point USA show, the KKKchella.
To pussy.
Yeah. KK Kid Rock.
I just want to kiss my fish, drink my beer, cut my grass.
Nobody told you couldn't, my guy. Nobody told you couldn't. It's just insane. People were posting that they had like Super Bowl parties and half the family was in another room watching the Turning Point USA halftime show and the other half was watching Bad Bunny. I'm just saying that we live in a world of free will, and if I was hosting that party, if you put on the Turning Point USA halftime show at my Super Bowl party, your ass would be in the car heading home.
Get out.
Get the
And
fuck
why are you going? Why are you going to someone's house where you know you're going to be watching halftime shows in a different room? That's a fucking choice.
Yeah. Just honestly, I'd see myself out if it wasn't my party. I'd be like, "You're gonna allow this shit? I'm gonna head out. That's nasty work." It was bad, guys. The Turning Point USA show wasn't even live. It was pre-filmed, and apparently most of the performers had to do over 3 takes because they kept forgetting the words to their own songs. And so, "Wanna Kiss My Fish," that was the best take you could get. Like, only one of them did it in 1 take, and a lot of the times it was because apparently, the staffers are running their mouths, and they're letting everyone know that there was probably like 180 people at this halftime show, and they had to move them around in camera angles to make it look like there were a lot of people there, but that was not the case. Not the case at all. So, all in all, terrible, and Trump didn't even watch it. He was caught in 4K watching Bad Bunny, like we all said he would. The second they announced that Bad Bunny was performing, we said, "You guys are gonna hate watch it. You're all gonna hate watch it. Trump's gonna hate watch it."
With boners.
Caught in 4K, eyes glued to the screen. He was
Wait.
looking at it like he looked at Mamdani.
About fuck, I don't even remember her face or her name now. Jigsaw. The tweet she put out where she said, "Oh my god, you know, Bad Bunny really could have brought some awareness to the grid issues in Puerto Rico, but instead he's just climbing power pole." The answer.
There's
Hey,
literally a section of the show where the power goes out.
Laura Loomer, it worked. You're talking about it.
All hate watched it, and then they were all like, "Well, we gotta get them for something, you know? So FCC, we need to investigate." And because even though he sang in Spanish, some of those lyrics, we looked it up, we Google translated, and they're very provocative. So you need to do something about this. And the FCC was like, "I mean, we'll remove the couple of lyrics that talk about sex, but no, we're not going to investigate Bad Bunny for a show. Just no, we're not doing that."
Well, yeah. You guys didn't watch it. How do you know? How did you know?
No. Yeah, no. But this pretty much led down a rabbit hole, and all the lights went right back on to Turning Point USA. They kind of went under the radar for like a month, and that happened, and Candace was like, "This shit's back on. I'm avenging my man's death in 20K." She did a whole breakdown that the halftime show, the views they faked view numbers because she was comparing it to the memorial, and the numbers didn't line up for the amount of comments that were left, and that there were bots in the chat that they set up to be commenting. And who would have thought that they would do that? And obviously, the lies saying that they had millions of viewers. They did not. They just didn't. They didn't even have 200 people there while they were filming. It It's in free fall. We're watching videos of former TPUSA employees that were pretty high up in the ranks saying that they got fired for basically questioning whether Erika had anything to do with Charlie's death. And they were like, get the fuck out. So, I mean, if you don't have anything to hide, why wouldn't you just say, no, I don't have anything to do with my husband's death? But apparently you bring it up, get the fuck out.
They
She's on.
said, "Oh, she's a little too happy." They said, "Get the fuck out."
Yeah, and so they're like, "Okay, let me go talk to our good friend Candace Owens." Candace, so this is what happened. They all went and they're spilling the beans to Candace. So then Candace is like, "I'm gonna take a week-long break because we have so much damning information that we're gonna put it all together, and then we're gonna drop, like, a pretty much Netflix documentary proving that Erika pretty much killed her husband." Or what, and everyone was like, "Oh, shit." But right before she left, the day before she was supposed to take this week-long break that she's on right now, somebody sent a very public Instagram that was not deleted of a girl who was 15 years old at the time, basically being groomed by Erika Kirk. It's absolutely wild. Erika didn't even know this girl. Apparently, she was staying at an Airbnb back in like 2015. Erika was 25, this girl was 15. She was staying in an Airbnb that, like, her father or somebody else owned, this 15-year-old's father owned. Somehow she got Erika Kirk's number, and Erika Kirk went on to text her the weirdest fucking shit that you would not be texting a 15-year-old girl, saying, like, sending some gnome meme that's like, "I wanna get in your lady garden." You know what I'm saying? Telling her not to drink alcohol when she knows that this girl's 15 years old. Just like thirsting for her in her comment sections on Instagram. It's nasty work. You don't do that. A 25-year-old sending, "I want to get in your lady garden" to a 15-year-old is diabolical. So Candace Owens r- reached out to now she's not 15, she's like 27 now, but she reached out to the girl and was like, "Hey, can you tell me if, like, you're cool with this now at your ripe age of 27?" And the girl was like, "No, no, that's
Gross.
fucking weird and gross." So Candace was like, I think she was trying to groom her,
Yeah.
because that was around the time that she was involved with the sex trafficking charity.
In Romania. I mean, that tracks. TPUSA is trying to infiltrate high schools. So,
I mean, Erica
wow.
even threw out those lips like Trump did to KK Caroline.
Mm,
She told that girl she had great lips. Weird.
that's nasty. That's
Nasty
nasty as fuck.
work. It's just nasty work. So by the time we do our show next week, this series will have dropped. And you know us. I fucking hate Candace Owens.
She is not our friend.
Hate her. I've gone so far as to, when I need to watch clips from her show to see what she said, I'm not watching her. I'm watching somebody else's clip of her show because I'm not
Yeah.
going to give her my views and eyeballs.
Ever blocked.
We have to keep saying, we are not agreeing with Candace Owens. Candace Owens is agreeing with us.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible, terrible human being. But
Piece of shit.
boy, is she going to avenge her man's death. In that, I hope everybody else goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's going to be the one to do it. Okay.
I will not interrupt my enemy when they're making a mistake.
Our eyes are on the prize here. But
Yeah.
Candace is on a side quest, and if
Do it.
she's able to connect the dots and prove that Erika Kirk was involved in her husband's death, which we all know she's involved, Israel's involved, Trump's involved, like, everyone's involved, this whole thing explodes, then so be it. We will let her do that. Go ahead, girl. Do what
You
you
got
got.
it.
You got it.
It's what Charlie would have wanted.
But I mean, goddamn.
Speaking of pedophiles, more Epstein. This was a heavy Epstein week. So it started out with, a couple of Democratic congressmen and Thomas Massey getting the unredacted files released to them in a skiff. Jamie Raskin immediately hit Control F. Trump found over 1 million mentions of Trump in the Epstein files. And somebody brought up a good point. Trump doesn't even email. So these are just people talking about him. This isn't even any messages from him because he doesn't email.
Yeah. And the comparison,
Imagine.
the redacted files, when you Control F Trump's name, I think it's like less than 3,000 times he shows up in the redacted version. So in the unredacted, over 1 million. That's what was redacted.
I guess that's what the FBI was scrubbing. Also, we had a deposition from Ghislaine Maxwell, which was like a fucking waste of time. The entire time she pled the fifth. Big fucking shock. But if there's one thing she has, it's audacity, because she said the only way, I'm paraphrasing, of course, the only way that I am going to talk is if I'm granted clemency. You need to let me out. Okay. And then I'll give you whatever you want. Just let me out. I mean, I know America's lawless right now, but goddamn. So on top of all of that, names started getting named. Co-conspirators are getting named. People are feeling it. Okay. This is not going away. It's not blowing over. We had Les Wexner. Okay. That was the first big one. That's a big one. This is a fucked up one because a lot of people are having to cope with the fact that this person shaped a lot of their preteen years. So Les Wexner, CEO of Victoria's Secret. He was also for the Limited 2 brand. So that's Limited 2. Damn it. What was the other store? It's Limited and Limited 2, which also
the other store.
Yeah.
I should know this.
But we also find out that Jeffrey Epstein was also in ownership of the Limited brand. So that just like, whoa, okay, right? That's nasty.
It was a clothing store for preteens. Girls. It was a girl. It was like Claire's, but it sold clothes. Think of Claire's and now put clothes in there.
With Juicy on the butt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Monkeys on shirts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we had another one. Casey Wasserman, the chairman of the LA organizing committee for the 2028 Olympics. He got named. Okay. He also is a founder of Wasserman Media Group. They have talent that they manage under them. One of them being Chapel Roan. She said, I'm out. She said, I will absolutely not be supporting your pedophilia, which led to more blowback and more people under him to say something where he was forced to selling Wasserman Media Group because you're done. You're done. Artists are not going to want to work for you. And Olympics ain't looking too hot for you either, brother. Another one, we had an international name dropped. Big one. A Sultan Amin bin Suyam. He had sent Epstein emails about loving his torture videos. Very nonchalant like too. It was sickening seeing the tone of the email, like as if it's fucking water cooler talk at work. Hey man,
thank you for my gift, my birthday gift.
Thanks. That torture video, fucking sick. When's the next one? Excuse me. Okay. So he stepped down, being the CEO and chairman of the Dubai-based DP World, and that's a global leading supply chain and logistics company. So I know we're saying that consequences aren't going to happen, but it looks like they're inevitable because powerful people are being forced to resign and are losing their jobs. We had another one. Howard Lutnick, our current Commerce Secretary, he had admitted into a hearing with Congress that he had lunch with Jeffrey Epstein after he was previously on record saying how much Jeffrey Epstein disgusted him. If he was so disgusting, why'd you bring your kids to see him, Howie? It's
On his
pretty
island.
fucking weird. On the island.
You're just popping by his island for lunch with your children, who one of them was a little girl.
Very strange. Well, that was recorded and will be used for further trials down the line. The head of the Ohio State University Gynecology Department was receiving quarterly payments from Jeffrey Epstein, thousands of dollars. Mark Landon, what could you possibly be receiving? Thousands of dollars for Jeffrey Epstein after you know he's a pedophile already.
Mm-hmm.
That's some sick shit. There is some sick shit going on there. Like, it keeps getting worse. It keeps, like, don't let your brain go down the rabbit hole with that one.
Yeah, it's
okay. Yeah. Because I immediately went to Adriana Smith. But Dr. Oz, oh, big shock. Dr. Oz, he sent Epstein an invite to his Valentine's party in 2016. This is after Jeffrey Epstein had been labeled a sex offender.
Cool. Yeah, Daphne, what do you have to say to that?
What's going on there? Catherine Rumler. Hey, look, guys, we hold ours accountable too. Okay. So Catherine Rumler, former Obama House counsel and the White House counsel, current, well, not anymore, Goldman Sachs general counsel, resigned because she was named in the Epstein files, emails, whatever type of relationship it was she had with Epstein. Democrat. Fuck out of here. Okay, you see that? We're not going to say, oh no, we can't keep our Kathleen Rumler flags or our Kathleen Rumler sneakers.
Merch.
No. Put her under the fucking jail. I don't care what she did. Put her under the fucking jail.
Yep.
Sharpen the guillotine. Fuck it. Everybody in that is named in there, sharpen that shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you have a D or R next to your name. And to top this all off, you know shit's about to get fucking weird because now we have congressmen, Republican ones that signed off on and helped get the Epstein file bill released and signed by the president. Thomas Massie and Nancy Mace are tweeting out saying they're not suicidal. The brakes on their car works. They're great swimmers and that they're in perfect health.
And they love life.
They love life.
Why else would they say that?
You know what? I say do it. Do it. Slim that majority, baby. Do it. Fuck it. Do it. Do it. They won't. You won't.
They won't.
You won't. You won't. You won't.
They won't.
But do it. Come on, do it.
Charlie Kirk, they were like, all right, we can't do anymore. They're going to get
do it. Fuck.
Okay, well, that was probably not the best one because we forgot about Candace Owens in the corner.
We blew our load too early.
Damn it, we forgot about Candace. Oh, shit, she's never going to let that go. Fuck.
We can't give the majority before can't kill me.
Should have left Charlie alone. Dang it.
Do it. Come on.
Yeah, make it look like an accident.
That'll drop you to 216. 216 to 214. You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
So we had more bullshit happen. You saw it. You saw it. You saw Pam Bondi make an absolute fool out of herself in that hearing. It was a replay of the first one she did, but it was worse. And sure enough, she brought in her burn book. She had her notes. She had the senators on there. She had their search history of the Epstein files that they had seen. So she's also spying on them. You didn't think you'd get caught for that, did you, Pam? She didn't answer any questions, anything. She just kept saying the Dow. Hey, Pam, why haven't you prosecuted any of the people that were raping the women behind you that you won't look at in the eye? Well, the Dow, guys, look at the Dow. It's over 50,000 right now.
Don't care. We all can't afford fucking anything. I don't care where the Dow was at.
What the fuck does it have to do with the price of tea in China, Pam? You're not making sense. Are you sure you don't have dementia? Are
That's
you
you
good?
not.
Are you good?
No, she's not. She's not.
This woman, South Park nailed her character. The fucking shit on her nose that is constantly there on South Park, chef's kiss, because that woman would not get out of Trump's butthole. How dare you
The greatest
speak about
of all time.
President Trump, the greatest president of all time? How dare you, Ted? Was it Ted?
Congressman, you're not even a real lawyer.
Not even a failed lawyer.
Failed lawyer, not a real lawyer. Not my dad. You're not my real dad. And the way she was like queuing up her stuff, she was like, and we can all look to this one time where you searched that you like boys. Ooh.
She thought they were gonna be in the back, like, oh
shit. That's what Jamie was like, wait, I don't want to ask any questions. I just want you to give me the burn. I want to see what you have.
Wait, was that Moskowitz? Yeah, he was like, yeah, I know it's coming.
Yeah, it was
What do
me.
you have?
What do you have for me?
She thought they were gonna be in the back, like, get him, AG, get him.
She wasn't ready for Jasmine Crockett, though. Jasmine said, okay, I'm going to use all my time. I'm not even ask you a question. I'm just going to lay you out dry.
I don't have questions. I'm just going to read you for Phil.
I'm not going to answer them, so I'm just going to read you the full.
I forget the other rep that said, where she called her secretary, and she's like, I'm Attorney General. And she said, oh, well, I couldn't tell.
One of, I think she's like Virginia, or I forget. Yeah, but then she came back and like said something, and she was like, how dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
And was it Ted Lieu where he was like, you just lied under oath? And she was like, how dare you?
I'm lying ever again.
How dare you accuse me of a crime? And he was like, this is recorded.
Yeah.
She was like,
all I'm going to do is filibuster this whole time. Like, you're not going to take up all these people's time while they're trying to ask you questions by being mean. Like, and she was like, he was like, I talked to you about this before you came out here. She's like, you don't talk to me about anything. And he's like, yes, I did. Shut the fuck up. And she's like, you're not a lawyer.
Child, how did that woman pass the bar? This administration really makes me feel like I can do anything. Like, I think I might just walk into a hospital and just start doing surgery, because
it's anyone's game. It's anyone's game at this point. It's
amazing.
It's literally like
amazing.
The episode of The Office. Like, I'm like, they're looking straight into the camera like, did you
break you the fourth wall?
Like, that was SNL. If you didn't tell me any different, that was SNL.
I wish it was
and
bad.
I just want Parker Posey to play Pam Bondi with the White Lotus accent.
And the craziest part, well, it's not the craziest part, but even the Republican talking heads are like, "Oh yeah, Pam, that was bad. You got to resign." Russian asset Tim Pool said, "Pam Bondi, you need." Let me repeat: Russian asset it was investigated by the DOJ. Tim Pool receives money from Russia.
Mm-hmm. Should have been a little bit more discreet. We could have been more discreet with that. She was like shaking. Her voice was like, she was in the mirror right before she went in there, and she was like, you're going to be like Regina George in there.
She was practicing in the mirror. How dare you accuse me of a crime?
Don't you ever
speak about President Trump, the greatest president ever.
The Dow! The Dow!
They're doing anime.
She said the Dow, and all of the congressmen
they literally laughed at her.
Laughing. And she's like,
literally
what?
What's so funny?
And they're like, that's you're fucking ridiculous.
They're making anime parodies of Pam Bondi. It's over 50,000.
She's like, why are you laughing at me? Why
am I a joke to you?
Girl, it's like, that's why I couldn't be in Congress, because the way I would have jumped over the desk and fucking bitch slapped the shit out.
I've been like, Pam, serious question. Are you fucking stupid? Did you hit your head? Do you have a TBI? No? So what the fuck are
Well, you
you
do
doing?
now. That's why I can't be in Congress. Just not gonna fly for me.
No, we
Yeah.
couldn't. We couldn't. We would not be professional.
No, that's why we gotta be in the back row.
Yeah, we're better suited here.
Better suited here.
Decorum. Decorum does not live here.
No, no, she would have gotten bitch slapped.
Yeah, bitch
Just
slapped
bitch slapped.
and just yelled at.
Yeah. No, my burn book would have been better. I would have come prepared.
I would have just had a poster of her caricature on South Park with the shit on your nose, and I just like, is this you
Yeah.
right now?
But yeah.
That's Trump's shit on your face because you're up his
Mhm.
ass. If you don't get it,
Yeah, we would have gone lower than the ground.
to hell. We don't subscribe to Michelle Obama's ideologies over here.
No, sorry. Sorry, Michelle.
Love you.
Love you, but we go low. Yeah. Well, let's do a nice update. So, last time we talked about Minnesota, you were talking about Greg Bovino being shipped out of Minnesota. No more, Hitler documentary in the making. He had to go home. But the problem was is they sent Tom Omen in his place. And Tom Omen is down bad, guys. Okay, his wife and kids don't live with him anymore. He was crying on 60 Minutes about it. Nobody likes him.
Stop calling us Nazis.
Gained a lot of weight this past year. He is just in a really bad spot. So then you stick him in Minnesota with the worst of the worst possible scenario. And you're like, he's he's probably not as bad. Well, yeah, he is because he is just lying now. He's just like, "Hey guys, we're done here. We've done what we got to do. Our agents are going to go. We're going to pack it on up and head on out. We're good. They got all the illegal criminals off the street out." But the problem is that's not what happened. No, we're just not seeing it anymore. Like, when's the last time you went on TikTok, Instagram Reels, and saw what was happening in Minnesota? It's been like a week or two, right? Yeah.
Couple squeeze through. A couple squeeze through the algo. And they're like, guys, they're still here.
But I'm giving you a task. When you're done watching this episode, go look up what's happening in Minnesota right now
Mm-hmm.
and tell me how it's any different than it was 2 weeks ago. It's still just as bad.
Same.
Just as bad. So, again, we need to stop believing what Nazis are telling us. Why are we believing anything Nazis say?
Literally anything.
Yeah, guys, ICE is going to be at the World Cup. Are we shocked?
Here come more cancellations.
People were already canceling because they're like, I don't even know if we're going to get into this country. And if something happens to us, I don't know what country we're going to be sent to. So people have already been canceling. And now we've gotten the hell fucking yeah, ICE is going to be there. So the people who are like, man, they're not going to be like at the World Cup, we don't have to cancel, are definitely going to cancel now. How great do we feel? It's going to be the World Cup.
Brown people, just cancel it. Don't come here.
Yeah, don't. And yeah, guys, if you are planning on coming, don't come here. Do not come here. It is bad. Do not come here. Do not come
Please
here.
don't come here. Please don't come here.
Absolutely fucking insane news. Christine Ohm has basically been having an affair with this guy, Corey. And he is like an unofficial special employee who's basically just riding Christine Ohm's dick, being her little assistant. So they obviously had to fly somewhere. And apparently one of the planes had a mechanical issue, so they switched planes. So they switched planes, and this Corey guy flips his shit and fires the pilot because the pilot didn't take Christy Noem's blankie from the other plane and put her blankie on the new plane. And I'm calling it a blankie because she's a
Linus.
she didn't have her blankie. So he fired the pilot. Okay, they land at their destination. He goes off on the pilot. He fires the pilot. And then the administration's like, how are you going to get home? You don't have another pilot to bring you home. So then they had to walk of shame back to the pilot and rehire the pilot to fly them home. This is what our taxpayer money is going to, guys. This is okay. So, yeah. Okay. Leaving her blinky. That's all it takes.
Sick.
Okay. In other news, of course, ICE agents are lying. Let's fucking
What?
they're lying. In Minneapolis, we remember that ICE agents shot a Venezuelan man this past month, claiming he attacked them with a shovel, hit them with a shovel and a broom handle. So they charged him and the other man that was apparently running as well with felony assault of a federal officer. Wild fucking work. Well, now all these charges are being dismissed by one of the attorney generals. Why? Because video shows that that was in fact a lie. No, there was video evidence in 2026 of that not being what happened.
They never lie, though.
So, not only are the case being dismissed, but those ICE agents are being investigated by federal authorities for lying under oath. So this, guys, take it in. Take it in. This is the first time in this administration that an ICE agent might be held accountable for their actions.
They signed sworn affidavits.
Take it in.
Fingers
Hear more.
crossed.
Fingers crossed. It's not the investigation we wanted. We wanted Nuremberg trials for every single one of them, but we'll take what we can get at this point. And those are 2 agents that might be looking at federal charges for lying under oath.
Love it.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Well, this is a political podcast, so we got to talk about the government. Yeah, I know. It's so crazy. Legislation is still happening, barely. So we had Republicans continue to low key show that they hate Trump. 6 Republicans, they joined in with Democrats on a vote to end tariffs to Canada. Oh, wow. That's so crazy. It's almost like if you tariff Canada, they will begin to boycott American products, mostly, like alcohol and whiskey, which comes from mostly like, southern states, Kentucky, distilleries and plants are shutting down. I guess everything is political. We have the SAVE Act reared its ugly head again. The Republicans saw that Democrats were winning in landslides in Texas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma, and they said, shit, we gotta cheat now or we're fucked. So we gotta bring back the SAVE Act, but we gotta make it even worse this time, because if we don't, we're done. We're done. We have less than a year to figure this shit out. So
Hail Mary.
straight up with their hands over their eyes, they
Just
said,
freeze
okay,
up.
photo ID to register, add on photo ID when you actually have to go vote, purge voter rolls every, I believe it was either 30 or 30 days. Purge voter rolls every 30 days. That's just asking for chaos. And you gotta have your passport. The funny part, though, is people started doing the numbers. They started looking into the red states. They started looking into the blue states. And they said, wait a minute. People in red states, Republicans, they're more likely to not have their passport.
They're broke.
And they're more likely, they change their names more often because they get married more, because they like to center men and make men their entire fucking personality. Wait a minute.
That'll be for
It's
y'all.
just funny because after Trump got inaugurated, people were like, I need my passport. I got mine immediately. So, anywho, the SAVE Act's going to die. It's not going to pass. Okay. The Democrats piss us off a lot. Okay. They vote on the big, beautiful bill. They vote for the, maybe we should give DHS money, but they are not stupid enough to stop people from voting for them.
Yeah.
Even Republicans, because Republicans are voting for them now.
Yeah.
Do you think
the polls already caved in, and Here's the thing. I think people continue the fear, what I call it a fear spiral, because it's not even fear mongering anymore. You guys are spiraling while you're giving this news. So, like, you yourselves are spiraling. Like, oh my God, it passed in the House. Everything is going to pass in the House until we win
No
back.
matter what.
It's
No
going
matter what.
in the House. The Senate is a much different story, okay? They need 60 votes in the Senate, and there are only 53 senators who are Republican, meaning that every time something passes in the Senate, 7 Dems are going to have to cross the aisle and vote with Republicans. It's happened in the past. We've watched it happen a couple times with shutdowns, but this is much different. This is much different because this SAVE Act has been making the rounds all last year. It happened twice or 3 times last year, but recently, at the end of the year last year, one that was not as bad as this one landed in the Senate, and they didn't even touch it. It collected dust. Nothing happened. So if it didn't happen and it was less harmful, why would the one that's even more harmful pass? Like, that makes sense to me.
Every single time they did something to attack voting rights, it has fallen flat on its face.
Failed.
Every single executive order has been shot down by a federal judge. You can fucking fact check me on that. I've been arguing with people in the comments about it all weekend, and they have shut up quickly because I'm on top of this shit. I fucking know. Voting Rights Act still in fucking tact.
They want you to think
Everything has failed.
They want you to think it passed, and you're
Even the
letting
gerrymandering.
that. Yes.
Even the gerrymandering is not working.
The gerrymandering is not working, nothing's working, but the problem that Devin and I are over is that when you guys fear spiral and you're like, "It passed, it passed, it passed." Now everyone thinks that it actually passed and it was written into law and Trump signed it and all of that. It didn't. You guys if you're going to be a creator on a platform and make videos and you are going to do bare minimum research and post videos, you are no better than MAGA. You're no better because you guys give incorrect information.
You have to read.
People into a spiral, and then people aren't going to go vote because they're like, well, I don't have a passport, so I'm not going to vote. It didn't pass in the Senate. It hasn't even been brought forward for a vote. Why are we going to sit here and spiral over something that the Senate has already said we don't have the votes? And guess what, guys? The Senate decides what goes forward. It's not just like if it passes in the House, it has to get a vote in the Senate. That's not how it works there. Their leadership picks what gets brought for a vote. And they have said time and time again, things don't get brought for a vote if they're not within a 1 or 2 vote margin of passing, meaning they need to have at least 5 Dems that are a solid yes to even bring it forward for a vote and try to get 2 more.
It's been a year. How do we still not know the order goes House, Senate? It's only 2 steps. What the fuck are we doing? Are you guys not paying attention? And then people are being irresponsible as hell. They, like you just said, they see it get passed and they're like, oh, well, guys, see, they're just going to do whatever they want to do anyway. It's just going to happen. Nothing happened.
And I'm like, tell me when they didn't follow the rules. Tell me when the Senate didn't follow the rules and something passed through the Senate without a vote.
Yeah, they don't follow the rules when they murder people.
Yeah, we're making blanket statements like Senate Dems, they're known to be wishy-washy. Yes, they are. Yes.
Yeah.
But they've never said, no, I'm a hard no on something and turned around. They've just been silent. That's what happened with the last government shutdown. Those Senate Dems that caved were never a hard no on the bill. They were just silent on it. They wouldn't give a yes or no. So it's not even that they were wishy-washy. They were always kind of a yes. It was just when they were going to cave and do the yes.
Mm-hmm.
None of them have said, we are all a no, and then
they're just like, oh, the ACA subsidies. And then the airlines called.
Different. A government a funding bill is much different than the SAVE Act.
Yeah, it's false equivalencies. We can't be fucking, like putting like a person getting murdered in the middle of the street onto a fucking voter suppression bill. It's literally not they just do whatever they want. Yeah, no, that's because they're pulling out guns and shooting people. You're not going to fucking pull out a gun on the House floor and say, vote.
Well,
Like,
yeah, but the senators are
it's
more
not the
likely
fucking
to cave
same.
on a funding bill when a government is shut down and people are going without food and pay and all of that. They are more willing to cave in that scenario, but nobody is going to die if the SAVE Act doesn't pass. Like, you guys are not comparing two things. Yes, they shouldn't have caved when we had leverage, but a lot of them caved because they had huge donors that were like, our businesses are failing because of this. And then some of them were like, I have constituents that can't afford food because they're not getting paid, and so I'm caving. This is much different. It doesn't affect anyone if this bill doesn't pass. Life just carries on as normal. There is no reason for them to pass this.
It's like you guys want it to pass because
Yes.
it's not going to, because on Friday he immediately went on Truth and was like, Democrats don't. So he's telling you, Democrats don't want to vote for voter ID. Well, we're going to have voter ID whether Congress approves it or not. And now, again, everyone's like, well, I guess he's just going to do. Guys, it's a social media post
Is a
by
social
a demented 81.
who is at death's door knocking on it.
And then I'm asking people, how's he going to do it? Well, he's just doing anything he wants anyway. Okay, well, how?
Is he going to go to each state, individual elections? Again, guys, we need to understand how elections work. Elections are run by your state. So that means that he would have to go state by state and enforce whatever rule he wants. That's not even going to work in the red states.
I'm waiting for someone to tell me he's going to use ICE and they're going to put a gun to each and every governor's head, because somebody's going to say it. Somebody's going to say he's going to threaten them with ICE.
They haven't done it, guys. You guys aren't paying attention. Elections happen every week. We've already had 4 this year. 4.
There's another in
There's
like
another
3
this
weeks.
week. And then primaries start in 2 weeks, but early voting already starts this coming week.
We had a primary that happened in New Jersey already. If midterms have started.
Special elections in Texas. Like, I don't know. If you guys are just going to fear spiral, go do it of your own accord somewhere else. Don't bring all the other people into it, because then people like us have to get in
Don't
the
hit
comments
record.
and start, commenting back to people. We are of the idea that you need to be informed. You need to know that the SAVE Act passed in the House. You should be informed. You should. These are things we should know about. But how we take that information and then give it to the public when you're a creator on this app, you need to do it responsibly. Otherwise, you're dangerous. I've listed a couple of you as dangerous individuals
Yeah,
that should
you're
be
very
blocked.
dangerous.
And like, get me on a good day, well, get me on a bad day, and I'm gonna make a video and name you all. And I don't care. Like, some of you are dangerous people. You're dangerous. You don't do any fucking research, and yet you guys have like hundreds of thousands of followers because you say you start your rage baity videos and say what people want you to say, and then you take the other half of the video to give them misinformation,
Mm-hmm.
and then to make hate videos about any other creator that calls you out for doing it.
Y'all hit record and just lie. It's
Lie.
crazy. It's crazy. It's strange. Well, speaking of shutdowns from before, we're in another one, but it's just DHS.
The shutdown we want.
The one we are asking for. Look at that. So take it with what we can get it. So since DHS is shut down, that is not just ICE. It's FEMA, it's TSA, it's the Coast Guard, it's the CISA, the cybersecurity, which, I mean, let's be real, cybersecurity in this country is a joke, and Border Patrol. But the only shitty part about that is that, I was going to say as we know, but we don't, because nobody knows shit. ICE and Border Patrol are already funded through 2029 from the big, beautiful bill. If you remember that one, it's another thing, legislation where it had to go through the House and the Senate, right, because that's how things work. But this shutdown is going to affect them with the new hires and their bonuses. And also, I
Equipment,
would
equipment, travel, all of that. We probably will see some effects depending on how long it is with
Yeah.
flight as well, because TSA is not going to be getting paid right now. So we're probably going to see delays at the airport. So keep that in
Yeah.
mind if you're traveling soon. And then, like, the Coast Guard, probably some of their missions are going to be shut down because they can't afford to fund them. Like, we're going to see effects, but we're not going to see them on a scale as an entire
Yeah.
government shutdown.
Yeah. I would say probably would affect ICE on their daily too, only because they're just blowing through so much money. Cause I mean, they want to spend 38 billion on fucking shiny new concentration camps.
Yeah, they
And
can't
I'm
buy
sure they get
warehouses that they wanted to buy, or
hmm
like even their like tactical gear, which is obviously
hmm
Temu, but still can't get any of that.
they're ordering cars like crazy.
Cars, and then flying them out and staying at the hotel, all of that costs money. The funding that they're getting is to pay these agents. So they're all gonna get paid, but like Devin said, they're not going to get their sign-on bonuses, their good boy bonuses.
And they're
Hires are probably not going to get paid anywhere near what the current agents are getting paid. Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
they got to be blowing money on rental cars
Mhm.
because they're swapping those things out. They're changing plates on them, doing their dastardly evil shit. They're they're buying disguises since they're fucking dressing up as fucking like utility workers.
That's insane. Yeah, the face masks, the gas masks, yeah, all of that costs
The
money.
pepper bowls.
It just does. So while you will probably still see plenty of ICE agents in your nearby locations where you normally see them, they are going to feel the effects. And a lot of them are doing this for the bonus that they haven't been getting already.
They're already complaining about it. They're already saying, "Hey, are you guys getting paid?"
Hey, just wondering, do you?
Because I'm not getting
I
paid.
haven't gotten anything. I was a little nervous that I didn't set up my bank account right.
And they're like, "Oh man, even if we get that bonus, it's not going to be shit because it gets taxed
Mm-hmm.
to fucking hell." Wow, you don't
No,
say.
the consequences of my actions. I actually
What
thought that
if
being
only
racist would get me far in life. Dang
if
it.
only there was like some way we could have known that Donald Trump was a con man. If only somebody had warned us. If only that he was
Not
like
not
courted
not women.
on television.
We don't listen to women. No. Damn, that sucks for them, honestly. Yeah. Good luck with that, you guys. But yeah, the Dems had 10 demands last that they talked, and obviously they were like, "We're not meeting those demands." I forget exactly what they are. I think they're still the whole body cam. They can't cover their
Stupid.
face. Those are the main ones. But now Senate is on recess, so I believe it's 2
These
weeks.
people don't work. These people don't
So
fucking work. These people don't
nothing's gonna
work.
happen there until after recess. So we will probably be on this shutdown for as long as they're on recess, at least. So
Probably till April.
yeah, again, this is leverage. It's
Mhm.
leverage.
Don't give it up.
So let's hope they don't give it up for 2 things, like them wearing body cams and not covering their face is not enough to cave. So let's hope that they don't cave to just those 2 demands. Please, dear God. But let's round out the week with, yes, that really did happen.
Yikes.
RFK Jr. just says the shit he says. And this week he said, people asked him if he was scared of like getting sick with everything going around. He said, "I'm not scared of a germ. I used to snort cocaine off toilet seats."
The funnier part was people like said that in jest. They're like, that guy probably snorts cocaine on toilets. They're like, no, I didn't want to be right.
It's all the awkward laughter with it. They're like, "My guy's got." I really did.
Serious.
Yeah,
And he's like, you haven't? Why are you laughing?
we've snorted cocaine off lots of things. Booty cheeks, toilet, you name it. I was snorting right off it. Like, they just he's like, "What? I can say whatever I want, right? No consequences." I love that. They all thought it was a joke, and he was like, "Literally what I did, but okay, keep laughing." Next, something JD Vance is not happy about. He's at home on his couch feeling all types of ways about this. Obviously, last week we said they got big booed at the
Fake
Olympics,
boo.
and I'm saying even the host of the Olympics were like, "Damn,
Ooh.
they are booing this man and his wife." Well, that didn't happen to the Obamas. Michelle and Barack Obama got a standing ovation. Whole place stood at the All-Stars game for Michelle and Barack. Michelle and Michelle's husband.
Yeah, Michelle hubby.
Standing ovation. And that was here in the US. Ugh.
I thought Obama was the worst president ever.
Damn, the whole place
That's
stood. And you're
that's so
thinking, these are
crazy.
all stars, these are big celebs. Not big celebs, but, like, celebrities, so people there watching got money. They understand celebrities, and you would think they'd all be MAGA. No, they love Michelle and Michelle's husband.
I couldn't have been in there because I would have been like, "Help!
Help.
Why are you just standing there? Help!"
They're like, "Damn."
It's like, damn, that's crazy. We told y'all to vote for her. I don't know what you guys are thinking.
Literally campaigned for her. I don't know what you'd want us to do. Yeah, I mean, JD Vance is punching the air. Punching this, not looking good for his presidential run.
Punching that couch.
He's in that couch.
Hate fucking it.
Hate fucking it. He's locked into his wife that he wants to divorce so bad,
But he can't.
but he can't. You know, he's gotta bring her around places as a shield to say, "I'm not racist."
Hey, you had the off ramp, bro, but you went and knocked her up. Oh well.
Damn. Yeah, she got that lock-in, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know,
Sucks to suck.
next, there was word this week that we didn't hear about it till, like, the last day, which is crazier, but they shut down the airspace in El Paso for 10 days, uh, because they needed to shoot down a weather balloon.
Yeah. Yeah.
The national security threat of a weather balloon
They
halt
fired
halt
all
the
they
airspace.
fired all the smart people. Like they fired all the smart people.
It's like they said this happened in World War II where they would sometimes shoot up at their own planes to be like, "Oh, I'm here at this part of the, like, forest," so that they drop down food and supplies, but sometimes they wouldn't realize it was them, so they'd, like, drop a bomb on them. Like, that's where I feel like we're at right now. It's like, I don't know if that's a weather balloon or if that's China, shoot it down!
We're gonna bomb ourselves eventually. It's gonna
Said they were gonna do this, that they were gonna send weather balloons, shoot it down. Like, they're just gonna be firing into the sky.
shoot.
Like, when is it gonna be a plane? They're gonna be like, questionable.
There's still time. Questionable. Don't like it. Doesn't look like one of ours. Shoot it down.
Somebody with, like,
Sir.
2 teeth was like, "I don't know about that damn weather balloon. Looks a little China to me.
It was probably fucking Laura Loomer since she
It's
has a
a little
fucking
red
seat at the
looking. Isn't it
Pentagon.
red China? Shoot it down."
Yeah, it was Laura Loomer because, you know, they just give it right wing influencers the desks at the Pentagon now. So they probably, you know, gave them, you know, access to the airspace. And they said, oh,
Exactly where China would put a weather balloon is in
they said it's China. Shoot it. They said, Laura, what? Do it.
Yeah, when all of China sat down and said, "Where are we gonna plant this weather balloon?" They truly landed on El Paso, Texas.
Pete Hegseth said, yeah, seems legit. Get that shit out of here.
He said, "I love shooting." Hell yeah, shoot it down.
Yeah. And that closing lasted for like 2 hours.
It did. 10 days for a couple hours to shoot. Great. Last but not least, Cardi B. Cardi B's on her tour, and she's letting it be known that fuck ICE. You're not coming to her shows. You're not kidnapping her people. And she is letting it be known on stage. So then the DHS is trying to be funny and start Twitter beef with her. And she's like, "I will go lower. I will go to hell. I will take this into the ground." So now she is beefing with the official DHS Twitter.
Mm-hmm. They said, what was it? Something about drugging men. And she
Yes.
said, you got it. She said, fuck, what did she say? Oh, about the Epstein files. Why don't you guys want to talk about the Epstein files?
Yep. Yeah, she said, as long as she doesn't drug and rob our agents, we'll consider that an improvement over her past behavior. She said, if we're talking about drugs, let's talk about Epstein and friends drugging underage girls to rape them. Why y'all don't want to talk about the Epstein files?
Quick with it.
She's quick with it. She said, I have the time.
Mhm.
She said, fuck you guys. She's going through it, guys.
Why is DHS starting Twitter beef with celebrities?
Yeah. It's just wild. It's wild. But you know what? It's what we're living every day, guys.
Guys, check your voter registration so we can fucking end this shit.
Check your voter registration, guys. Early voting for primaries that are on March 3rd start on Tuesday, so the 17th. Early voting starts. You can vote before that day. Crazy, crazy, I know, right?
Get
Yeah,
it out of the way.
get it out of the way. Don't wait till last day. Go in person if you feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable going in person, you can get a ballot and drop it, but you gotta look up when the deadlines are because a lot of them you have to do it even before primary day in order for it to get there and be counted. So I don't know if it will be too late in certain places. So you got to look that information up. Best bet is to go in person, fill it out, put it in the machine, all that good stuff. Starts March 3rd is the first one, and it's going all the way
Next.
through August.
Yep. Special election, March 10th. Sean Harris running for MTG seat. That man is on a press run right
Mhm.
now. Early voting for that starts tomorrow. It's midterms, guys. It's now. It's now. It's not getting canceled. It's now.
So check your voter registration every 30 days
Day.
at least. But make sure
Do
you
it every day.
just part of your daily routine. Wake up, open your eyeballs, check your voter registration.
I can vote sick.
Sick. You know, it's just do what you gotta do. Check who's on your ballot. Some people are dropping out of their races. So a lot of Republicans dropping out, saying, I'm not running again. This shit's going down and I'm not going to be here. Titanic is sinking and I got to go to another country
We got a
real
spreadsheet. It's
fast.
a good chunk.
So we might see more special elections if they don't stick around. Some of them are actually like retiring and are done and aren't even finishing out the year. Some of them, there are talks of whether they're going to finish out the year and just not run for reelection. It's crazy out there. So, like I said, you guys got to be informed. And we wish we could inform every single one of you on your own elections, but we have 9 to 5 jobs. So, you're going to have
Please.
to go to vote 411.
It's not hard.
It
Please.
or vote
Please
don't.
just look at the
Like,
primaries.
yeah, you guys just gotta go and check it out. I do not wanna hear that you missed the primary because you weren't paying attention.
No.
And if you did, take that shit to the grave with you.
Don't say it out loud.
Don't say that out loud and think that we're gonna laugh.
It's not funny.
I'm not the place. So, yeah, the next couple weeks, we're gonna be insufferable.
Yep. And stop talking about 2020.
I don't wanna hear about Gavin Newsom.
Stop talking about Gavin Newsom. It's 2026 now. Early voting starts tomorrow. Why the fuck are we talking about Gavin Newsom?
I could give a fuck about Gavin Newsom.
None of us like him. Why are we talking about him?
Why are you giving him power he doesn't have? You're doing the same thing you do with Trump to Gavin Newsom. You're giving him power. He hasn't even said he's going to run. Stop.
Stop talking about him.
Stop giving the DNC a thought in their mind to try to push him as the front runner and do all their shit with him. Stop. Okay? If we all don't talk about Gavin Newsom, guess what? Even if he's on the ballot in 2028, we should be so focused on winning back the House and the Senate that when it does get announced who's going to run in the primaries for the next presidential election, that we're all like, oh shit, that's happening.
All
Sorry,
right.
we're busy shutting all this other shit down.
Too busy trying to win the House and Senate back to
Guys,
worry
one
about.
thing at a time. Because how we talk about 2028 is going to be what happens this year. Like, we can't talk about what's going to happen in 2028 until we fucking figure out what happens this year. If we don't win back the House and the Senate, then we need to have serious conversations about what a presidential election even looks like in 2028.
Fuck.
If we can't win back the House, then we can't win a presidential election. Like, I don't.
Winning
That
it
is.
should be the easiest fucking thing
Yeah.
right now, winning back. It should be so fucking easy, but
Well,
for some reason, it's not.
in January when all of our people get sworn in. Hit us up in a year about it. You will not see us
Okay?
getting on the apps and talking about the presidential election in 2028 until this time next year.
I made one video about it. That's it. 'Cause it's dumb.
Yeah, if we
Enough.
make a video, it's to call out insane leftists.
'Cause why are
But
we
you won't
talking
see
about
us getting on here being like, "I hope this person runs, and if this person runs, I'm gonna not vote for them," or no, we're not no. Only thing we're doing is shutting that shit down. We're not
nobody's even
throwing in our
announced yet.
candidates. We're not throwing in our fucking
Stop saying
people into the
AOC.
ringer. Yeah, just stop. AOC's got plenty to do right now. Focus on what she's doing right now.
Stop making things up. You guys are just making things up. Stop making shit up. Nobody's running yet. Okay? Let's just say that. Nobody's running yet because nobody's running yet.
People are
God
right now for
damn.
other forms of office, and that's what you should be paying attention to.
Fuck.
Like, you guys, you're all the way over here doing what we say Democrats always do, which is not vote in primaries and focus on the presidential election every 4 years. And then you guys are shocked when shit's corrupt because you only vote in presidential elections every 4 years. And
You're
it
shocked
shows.
that they're not
We're talking about this shit.
you're shocked that they're not courting you, but you're telling them you're not gonna vote. So why would they you told them you're not gonna vote, so why are they talking to you?
Yeah. It's just wild to me. So get your shit together, go to your primaries, vote with your chest, vote proudly, don't piss us off, and
Seriously.
don't ask for a comment on who we want to run in
I don't
2028.
give a fuck right now.
Because my answer is I don't give a fuck.
I don't care.
Do not care. Fucking Elmo could run. I don't care right now.
He can announce and I'll keep scrolling. I
Yeah,
don't
I'll
care.
keep scrolling. Everyone's unserious until this time next year. All unserious candidates until this time next year. I hope Gavin Newsom doesn't run and you guys just wasted your time.
Yeah, that's what I
I
want.
hope that. I wish nothing more than for him to be like, I was never running for president.
Crashed out over a hypothetical.
And you guys were on here losing your shit.
Telling us we want to sign blood oaths to Gavin Newsom. Nope. Okay.
You guys were too
Whatever
bold
you guys
going
say.
after Jasmine Crockett, and you had to
Whatever you
pick
guys say.
another thing. And you know
Whatever you
what?
guys say.
I wish you guys would bring the same energy to the polls. But you don't even go there. You don't go to the polls. You just lie and say you go to the polls and vote third party. You don't go. You don't go to the polls. Half of you say you go and vote third party and you live in states that are closed primaries. Like
You live in California.
4K. Lying in 4K.
Fucking vote, man. Just
Yeah.
fucking
That's the takeaway from this episode. Please vote. Pedophiles
Please
out of
vote.
office. You're like, that's not a big ask.
Yes.
All right. We'll see you next week for episode 46. And stay tuned
So, yeah,
for Chat GRC dropping this Thursday. Have a
that
great night,
part.
everyone.
Bye.